Hari Om Bhagavad Gita Deivi Sampad Vibhaga Yoga Chapter 16 Verse 2. Yesterday we saw Apeshuna. It looks even during Tiruvalluvar's time there were many people like me who were roaming around and gossiping. Maybe they were gossiping about Tiruvalluvar also. That is why he is coming heavily on them. So we have seen the wonderful sayings of Tiruvalluvar and Apeshuna. Now the 16th Sampad, Daya Bhudeshwar. Daya. Sri Bhagavanuvacha Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Danam Damascha Yagyascha Swadhyayattabharjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodham Tyagashantirapaishunam Daya Bhudeshvaloluptvam Mardavam Hrirachabalam Tejashamadridishaucham Adroho Nadimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Deivim Abhijadasya Bharatam. We have already seen this by way of a story by Kanchi Paramacharya. When Devas, Asuras and Manushyas, they went to Brahmaji and asked for his advice. Please give us some advice. Brahmaji uttered only one letter. He said, the. Then they all tried to understand that word, that letter. Everybody knows their faults. You will know your fault, I will know my fault. Nobody needs to tell us. Internally we know. We may not accept it, that's a different matter, but we know our faults. So Devas, heaven is a enjoyment world. That is why it is called heaven. Everything is enjoyment, happiness. So they enjoy too much sense pleasures. So Devas understood that term as Dhamma, that is control of senses. So when it comes to Manushyas, that is human beings, the nature of human being is to acquire and hoard, whatever it is. So they understood the term as dana, that is give everything by way of charity. Don't hoard everything, give it by way of charity. Asuras, they are cruel in nature. They don't mind they don't mind even to kill the other people, torture the people. They don't mind. They don't have the heart. Hence, they understood the Daya, that is, show mercy to all living beings. That is the Daya, is the Deivi Sampad which we are saying today. This we have already seen. Swami Dayananda Saraswati says, Daya is an expression of love. When the object of love is a living being, and that living being is in pain, you express the love in the form of Daya. This is an innate quality of all human beings. It is your nature. When your finger is hurt, naturally you show Daya towards your finger. It is an emotion that everyone has. But Swamiji says most often it goes unexpressed and mainly it gets suppressed for whatever reason. Even if you are not in a position to help or sympathize or empathize with others, Swamiji says at least you make a prayer. Oh God, they are suffering like this. Why don't you help them? 2 minutes, 30 seconds prayer. That is why in Sanatana Dharma we pray daily. lokas samasta sugino bhavantu. Let everyone be happy. If everyone is happy, naturally, we will also be happy. That is the point. Swami Chinmayananda says, it is compassion towards living beings. The society in which we live today is an imperfect society because we are imperfect. So the other man is also imperfect. Everyone is imperfect. So society itself is imperfect society. But a seeker, in spite of the imperfections around, must see the infinite beauty of life expressed in all living beings. Infinite beauty of life. This infinite beauty of life expresses itself as insects, worms, plants, birds, animals, and human beings. So it is a secret of enduring tenderness in all saints and sages. Love alone can discover an infinite amount of tenderness in us. Unless we train to see the beauty of life, expressing through all living beings, whether good or bad, we will fail to bring forth tenderness to sweeten life within and without. This is what Swami Chinmayananda says. But everything has been beautifully said by Ramalinga Adigal, otherwise known as Vallala. He has said in 4 lines. வாடிய பயிரை கண்டபோதெல்லாம் வாடினேன், பசியினால் இளைத்தே வீடுதோர் அறிந்தும் பசியராத பசியதா பசியராதயர்ந்த வெற்றரைக் கண்டு இளம்பதைத்தேன் உளம்பதைத்தேன். நீடிய பிணியால் வருந்துகின்றோர் என் நேருறக் கண்டு உளம் துடித்தேன். ஈடின் மாணிகளாய் ஏழைகளாய் நெஞ்சிலைத்தவர் தமைக் கண்டே இளைத்தேன். Wonderfully he says that. Wonderful. He says, when I see a plant or grass, only one single plant or grass, maybe you would have seen a complete field because there was no rain. So the plants and the paddy or whatever it is, the trees, they are suffering without water. They don't have their mouth or eyes or ears or hands or legs, but still there is a life inside those plants or trees. He says, when I saw that plant suffering without water, then my pain was unbearable. Then he says, that is what he said, வாடிய பயிரை கண்ட போதெல்லாம் வாடினேன், பசியினால் இளைத்தே வீடுதோர் அறிந்தும் பசியராதயர்ந்த வெற்றரைக் கண்டு உளம்பதைத்தேன். He says, பசியினால் இளைத்தே. These are poor people. So they go for begging from house to house because they have to get the alms to feed their family. They go from house to house, but they don't get enough food. If you walk too much, naturally you'll be too much. Your hunger will be more because we are sitting in AC room. We don't walk too much, and we eat too much. We don't feel the hunger. One day, Ekadasi, if you are there, then you will feel how much hunger will be there. So he sees those people, poor people, moving from house to house, trying to collect food, but they are not getting adequate food. In the night, without adequate food, they are sleeping on the footpaths. When he saw them, his heart breaks, he weeps. Oh God, why don't you show mercy on them? That is what he says. பசியினால் இளைத்தே வீடுதோர் அறிந்தும் பசியராதயர்ந்த வெற்றரைக் கண்டு உளம்பதைத்தேன். நீடிய பிணியால் வருந்துகின்றோர் என் நேருறக் கண்டு உளந்துடித்தேன். Disease, incurable disease. People are suffering. So many people are suffering. How many people are suffering from cancer? You know the pain of cancer? Liver cancer, some cancer, everything. Pain, so much of pain. When he saw those people suffering from diseases, incurable diseases, and they are suffering from pain, he says, Hare, Oh God, why don't you save them? He felt the pain inside his heart. He weeps for them. Finally, he says, ஈடின் மாணிகளாய் ஏழைகளாய் நெஞ்சிலைத்தவர் தமைக்கண்டே இல்லை. Self-respecting people, good character. They had so much of money, doing lot of charities, help to others. Anything you ask, they will help, without expecting anything in return. Self-respecting people, they don't ask anything from others. But nature of life, the giant wheel goes up and down and up and down and up and down. You take anybody's family, it will be there. Somebody will say, my great grandfather did not have enough money. He was only wearing a loin cloth. I only brought the family up. What I? After 3 generations, if you see, your family will be down. Because it's a giant wheel. It goes up, it comes down. That is the nature of that wheel. So self-respecting people who were helping so many people, good character people, suddenly because of the vicious cycle of the life, their life has come down. They don't show it outside because they feel ashamed to say no to anybody. When Ramalinga Adigala, when Vallalar sees them, he says, my heart breaks for them. It explodes for them. So this is the empathy. This is the love and affection towards all living beings. We whenever we see, even there is a bomb, some two countries are fighting always. There is a bomb. One fellow is putting missile on the other fellow is putting a missile on the other fellow. People are running around, people are dying. We see it as a news item. I don't think, at least as far as I am concerned, the heart is still, it is like a rock. It is not melting. It is not feeling for them. It is seeing as a news item. You ask somebody, when there is war has stopped, you ask somebody, what is the news, sir? There is absolutely no news, sir. All normal news. Only when there is a bomb, only when there are 100 people getting killed, then we feel it is a news. Otherwise, there is no news. That is what we say. In a few verses back, I am sorry I have to tell this again. In a few verses back, I said, India is the heart and Veda should be chanted daily without fail. It is the heart that pumps love in the veins of the entire world. That is why Veda should be chanted. You can see the difference. West manufactures nuclear bombs, AK-47s, latest drones, technologies. For what? To kill the fellow human beings, nothing else. They don't want to kill the terrorists. I want to be in a powerful position. I want to have money. So I don't mind killing anybody. That is why West manufacture. Most of the countries make money only by selling arms, either to the terrorists or to the countries. According to them, money is the main thing. The country which kills the terrorists in their own country, it manufactures terrorists and send them to the other country to kill the other people. You keep bomb in the train, you keep bomb anywhere. They are doing it because the other country should come down. That is their idea. Many countries, as I told you, make money by way of selling arms and ammunition. India is also forced nowadays, if you see, to manufacture arms, but to protect itself. But in India, our Vedas always insisted love for humanity, love for all living beings. That is the only goal and aim of life. We went internally. All our rishis and munis and saints and sages, if you see them, if you see their life, they always went inside. They felt the self in me is the self in all. The reason is very simple. Throughout Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, creation is not different from the creator. Simple. If you think you go to any prayer hall, pray to the God, come back and kill a person, you are killing God. Creation and creator are not different. That is the idea. Verses 1, 2, 3 again.
Shri Bhagavanuvāca Abhayam Sattva Samshuddhihi Jnana Yoga Vyavastitihi Dhanam Dhamascha Yagyascha Swadhyayastabharjavam Ahimsa Satyam Akrodha Tyagashantirapaishunam Daya Bhudeshvaloluptvam Mardavam Hrirajabalam Tejashamadridishaucham Adrogo Nadimanita Bhavanti Sampadam Deivim Abhijadasya Bharata. Next Deivi Sampad we will see tomorrow. Harihom Sarvam Krishnarpanamastu. Narayana 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 Narayana